Hello everybody, thank you for joining me today on Between the Spreadsheets. It's me, Steven Englander, and as a special guest today, I have Donald Trump. Hello, Donald.
Wouldn't it be good if I could do the voice?
So,
thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you so much. What an honor. What a thrill. What a thrill it is for you to have me on your show today, Stephen. So good, tremendous. Between the Spreadsheets, I love the name. Love the name. So good.
And don't forget, I'm Steven Englander.
Steven Englander, you are.
I am.
So good. Who's on the phone? I hope it's not Sleepy Joe.
It's somebody at the front door. You know, we've actually put no entry. Yeah. Well, we've got the down floor of the accountants. So we've got the accountancy team upstairs and we've got the studio downstairs.
What a tremendous you're doing. Tremendous.
Thank you so much. Well, I know that
it's definitely Sleepy Joe.
Well, I know that you've joined me today because you've applied for a job with our firm. And what I've noticed is that you've actually applied for several jobs. So I've got here, you've applied for our senior accountant position. You've also applied for a security guard and a toilet attendant. I'm not sure, but
I'm going to take whatever I can at the moment, Stephen. Beggars can't be users.
Do you know what? I wish more people would think like that. They all want to land jobs where they get a jet plane from day one.
Stephen, nobody thinks better than me. No one. Let me tell you. By the way, Stephen, I am the greatest and will be, think about this, the greatest ex-president the world has ever seen. So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. No, I can see that Donald J. Trump, the J really does stand for genius. I can see that. So let me ask you a couple of questions just to warm up. One thing we pride, Accounts Direct prides itself in working with people. We're good team players and everybody gets on very well. Would you consider yourself a good team player? Because I know that you have been accused a little bit of some racism and stuff like that.
Stephen, I've been accused of so many things by so many horrible people, mainly the do-nothing Democrats. They're horrible people. Horrible. But, let me tell you, I am not racist, Stephen. Not racist. And I'm going to explain why. Okay. So, I was invited to Desmond Tutu's birthday party.
Okay.
Desmond Tutu. Now, I don't know if you know how hard it is to sing happy birthday to Desmond Tutu.
Can't say I do.
Happy birthday to Tutu. Happy birthday to Tutu. You know what made it worse, Stephen? He was 92. So no way am I racist.
No.
I love everyone. Everyone loves me. Everyone loves it.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's a very fair answer. But sometimes we're dealing with people where the small businesses, they often have a crisis and people are often sometimes even crying on the phone or screaming on the phone or even come round and they're panicking. So we have to keep people calm and put things in perspective. What are you like in a crisis?
Like the Labour Party in the United Kingdom, that does.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure they keep people calm in a crisis. But how
crying tantrums.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to be a politician these days for that. But how do you cope? Can you keep calm in a crisis?
I'm superb in a crisis, Stephen. And I don't know if you know. I had coronavirus. That's true.
Yes, I was terrible.
What you won't know, Stephen, was that I had COVID-20. COVID-20.
Okay, right.
And no one had COVID. No one's had COVID-20 better than me. No one.
No.
And it was tremendous. And what my doctors at the Walter Reed Hospital told me to do, they told me, and think about this, Stephen, think about this. They told me to self-isolate in the White House for the next 4 years. So I could have done that. And
that's good advice for any politician, really.
Yeah, he would have never got in, but I'm a better person, a bigger man. So I'm great in any crisis. I was the leader of the free world for 4 years, Stephen.
Absolutely.
Tremendous.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Thank you for that. I can see how.
By the
lots
way,
of-
let me tell you, that election was a hoax. It was phony.
Was
Phony,
it?
so phony. I won the state of denial. I don't know if you know that. I won the
I
state of
yeah,
denial.
yeah.
Biden is an anagram of bed, which is where that old man is going to spend most of his 4 years.
Do you know? I never thought of it like that. You make an interesting point.
I do.
Are you? You know, obviously we're always, as accountants, we're always being scrutinised. People are always making judgments. Are you good at taking constructive feedback?
No,
No. Okay. Right. Would you like to add anything
no,
to that?
I'm jesting, Stephen. Of course, you know when you are president of the United States, you're there.
Yeah.
You're there to be shackled. There, but you know, I want to just say, Stephen, that I'm enjoying this interview so much. You're very good, very good,
Thank you.
Stephen.
Thank
Very
you.
good. You're doing a tremendous job. And let me tell you, if I'd have got another 4 years,
Yeah.
and it was a hoax, by the way, phony. It
Yeah.
was fixed, stolen
Yeah.
the election by the do-nothing Democrats.
Okay.
If I'd have got another 4 years, you,
Yeah.
Stephen,
Yeah.
would have been very much in line to be the vice president because I like you a lot.
Really?
I
Oh,
love
thank
your
you.
company. I look at your company. So good, so big.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about buying it, But I want to say this, Stephen, if you
Yeah.
don't mind,
No.
is that, the relationship between the United Kingdom
Yeah.
and the U.S. is still very special.
Yeah.
Very special. Very
Yeah.
special. And we are divided, but only in words, Stephen. I don't know if you know. I'm not. Who knew? Who knew? We're only divided in words, the UK and the United States.
Yeah.
Because in America, we will say sidewalk. And in the UK, you will say pavement. In America,
Yes.
we will say elevator. In the UK, you will say lift. In America, we say luger baruger. In the UK, you say Loughborough.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. But there's another thing I could do for you if presumably if you ever
You
did
can do
start.
something for me. I like the sound of
Well,
this, Stephen.
if you started a new, I always say, whenever you're looking for a position, ask what you can do for them, not what they can do for you. And
That's not what you can do for yourself, but what you can
Yep.
do for your country. I think
Well,
that was
yeah.
Nelson Mandela.
I think it was as well. But they say like if you were going to start a new business, and I was just going to say that how do you run a small business? And,
But you
and I
know
think-
what, Stephen? I think there is some synergy here, some tremendous synergy between your company and the Donald, because I think that Accounts Direct could help me because I'm launching a new business.
Right.
And I think you could do all of my returns and my
Yeah.
VAT and all those things because
You've
I
never
am
done that
launching.
before. Yes.
Well, you said that. You said fake news, by the way. Fake news, Steve. You got a bit cheeky now.
Thing. No, I was actually going to say how you
Wait a
how you
minute, I'm
run.
not finished, by the way, but I'm telling you
Okay.
about my new business venture.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to launch it. We're towing with huge icebergs from the Antarctic to New York.
Okay.
Huge
Yeah, I
icebergs.
can see that.
And
Yeah, I
then
can see that
we
working.
we are distilling this into water.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it is, let me tell you, Stephen, I'm so excited about this because it is the wettest water ever.
Right.
No
Is
one
it
has
flavored
ever
with
had wetter
penguins?
water. It's beautiful, wet water.
Yeah.
No, you drink it, and it is the most beautiful, wet water. And nobody's had wetter water, and it's going to be a great business.
Bold
And I
plan.
would like you to look after the wettest water co.
I'll certainly do that.
Limited.
We've employed a few drips in the past. I'll certainly do that. But all my little joke was if you want to run a small business, we can start with a big one. If you want to run a small business, first of all start with a big one. I just wanted to get that in. I thought that was
that's
funny,
funny.
but
You are very sharp. So
Thank you.
sharp. Very
Thank you.
sharp.
Thank you. My mum says that to me on a regular basis. Something
Good
like
one.
that. So my final question to you. We're obviously accountants. We prepare a lot of VAT returns, tax returns. Do you have much experience in preparing tax returns?
I don't tend to get involved. As you know, I have a great firm of accountants, just like your company. I have the I have them in America, and
Yeah.
Giuliani runs those companies. A very trustworthy man, a great man who has beautiful hair. By the way, beautiful hair,
Look at
and
this. Look at this
it's
mess.
almost liquid. His hair, it's
Right.
liquid. It's to just almost. I mean, it's incredible. It seems
Yeah.
to drip down his face, but yeah, Giuliani. So he will be in charge of the accounts, and I always file my returns, or somebody does. I
Yeah.
don't know who,
Yeah.
but they're
We'll find
always
out one day. Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. Oh, very good. Listen,
I don't
Donald,
think we will. Yeah,
I hear that you're a great impressionist. I hear that you
Yeah.
keep the whole White House in stitches with your impressions. Can you
let
show
me
me an
tell you,
impression?
yeah. I'm the greatest impressionist in the world. There's no one better.
We have a
No
great
better.
one of my
No
favorite.
better.
One of my favorite TV shows is Coronation Street. The oldest character is Ken Barlow. Give us a treat and do Ken Barlow.
You want me to do Ken Barlow because
Do Ken
remember
Barlow.
I'm the greatest impressionist in the world. I
And
can
no
do
one can do
anyone.
it
Say
better.
that name again. Say it again
Yeah.
for me.
Ken
Who'd
Barlow.
you want me to do?
I want you to
Ken
be Ken
Barlow.
Barlow. Yes. Yes.
Hello, it's so lovely to be here. It's Michael McIntyre. I know, I'm so excited. So excited
Yeah.
to be talking to Stephen.
Yeah,
What a great
yeah.
man. What a great-
I feel
The
he's
other
in the
day-
room.
The other day, Stephen, I went to a fancy dress party. I did, dressed as a chicken. A free-range chicken, of course. And while I was there, Stephen, this beautiful woman came in dressed as an egg. I don't want to be too graphic, but one thing led to the other, and we ended back at her house, and I can now answer the age-old question. It was the chicken.
No,
Of course it was.
no, you didn't just say that. Okay, let's
There you go.
well,
Ken Barlow, William Roach, nobody can do him better.
it's a great act, but you're not really Donald Trump, are you? You're really
No.
Mike Osman.
I'm gonna
Experienced. Take your teeth out now. All the way from Southampton, all over the world. You've been a performer for how long now? 40 years?
Oh, 40 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible, really.
Yeah.
I'm still working
Yeah.
with Bayer.
And
Yes.
you've got some great ideas. You've been around a long time. Yeah, I don't think people realise all the things you've been in, and now you're starting
one of
some
my
new
favourite
ventures.
things I did, Stephen, one of the favourite things I did, I appeared as Donald Trump, the full kit,
Yeah.
suit, the tie, the longest tie in the world, about 8 foot long, which I have tailor-made.
Right. Okay.
I appeared on, oh goodness me, what's the matter with me? Ninja Warrior in Manchester at the arena,
Okay.
and came up there, drove very early hours in the morning, drove up to Manchester as
Yeah.
Donald Trump, and I broke the world record because I think I went out. I think I completed it in about 15 seconds. That was the third step I went out, but it's very funny. You can find it on YouTube. So
okay.
yeah, I've had so many great times in Manchester.
Yeah. No. Well, I have as well. But so just tell me a little about your career. Where did you start from?
I started doing impressions when I was at school. Teachers and stuff like that, and also I've got 6 brothers. So I discovered very early on that your oldest brother finds it difficult to hit you really hard when you're making him laugh.
Right.
So I discovered that if you make your brother laugh, I would do stupid voices or whatever and got away with that. Then at school, then joined the Royal Navy. I was in the Royal Navy for 5.5 years.
Right.
And so I had a great grounding because I was on HMS Tiger, 800 crew, HMS Kent. Tiger was a helicopter cruiser. Kent was a guided missile destroyer. And so I heard voices and accents from all over the country and lots of officers. And this is true. I left the Royal Navy March the 29th, 1982. And 2 days later, General Galtieri invaded the Falkland Islands. And,
but that was nothing to do with you, was it?
No, because he was waiting for me to leave. He wasn't going to take Stoker Osborne on.
No, that's true.
Would not have been done.
I can see that. So just going back to, I mean, you've done quite a lot of radio as well, haven't you?
I worked at Capital Radio for 6.5 years in London. Ended up presenting the breakfast show. I was speaking at a boxing dinner at the Hilton on Park Lane. And I followed Jeff Probyn, the rugby player, great man, Jeff Probyn. Right. And
just everything I did and said hit the spot. And it was an amazing night. You know, you don't get them every time, but it was one of them nights.
No,
It was
good.
just material over. And Richard Park, who was the director of programs at Capital Radio then, and he was the headmaster on the Fame Academy, he saw me and said to a guy called Ray Stills from Time Warner, I'm gonna put him on the radio. And Ray Stills said, if you get him on the radio show and he's as successful as what you're saying, I'm gonna make a video with him. And that's exactly what happened.
That's how you got going.
We did the video in my hometown, the Mayflower Theatre, Southampton, and I was at Capital for 6.5 years, and it was an incredible time. And we had, you know, 1.7 million listeners on medium wave in them days, and we were the number 2 radio show in London behind Chris Tarrant, who I do, by the way. Oh, it's up to you, Stephen. Welcome to us.
So a lot of people. Sorry, I'm just. I feel rude interrupting you.
Don't worry, no, it's your show, Stephen.
A lot of people that watch our show, they own and run small businesses, and I'm often trying to tell people in a very polite way that it's all about business is all about communication, relationships, and we can learn a lot from people in the media world. And I know that you're constantly setting up radio stations, you're constantly setting up programs, you've got some businesses in the background.
We're launching a new radio station called Great British Radio, which is available now to download the app, and it's so currently it's just playing the music, and there's some idents on there. There's me doing different impressions and things like that. We launch on March 28th. So we're really, really excited about that. So you can get it on the Apple Store or Google Play, but it's very different. It's never been done before. It's online, 12 million smart speakers in the UK right now. And we've got something very, very different to offer. I can't give away what we're going to offer yet until we launch. But I think it's, do you know what I think the real secret is? Because as doing corporate work, Stephen, you'll know this, is that, you know, I spend a lot of time with decision makers and key people from the business, whether it's the CEO, the FDO or the MD, whatever it is. I spend a lot of time meeting people like that, because if you're doing a dinner for an accountancy company, you tend to sit on the top table with the bosses of these companies. And I always think that, you know, what's really important, if you want to open doors in business, you just got to be nice. Be nice. And
be reliable,
to
be
like
there,
you.
Be nice.
All of those things. But if you get people to like you and trust you, and just by being nice, I've had so many opportunities come my way just purely because of a relationship that I've built and developed with people, you know, and I don't come from any business background, but I'm able to get what I need from a business point of view in terms of finance and stuff like that through businesses by just being nice and having great accountants.
No, it is true. Everything you're saying is true, and I'm glad you said this. So, I was actually, my next question was, do you have any advice for small businesses? But you've just given it. You know, be nice, be reliable, tell the truth.
I would say yes, Boris Johnson. Thank you so much.
Who is the epitome of all that, isn't he? Being nice,
trustworthy, happy, nice. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves Boris. And slam it in. We got Brexit done. 80-seat landslide majority. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And I say that I do know you probably heard that the Scots still, Nicola Sturgeon still want independence. And I did hear before Brexit was done. We got it done, by the way. I heard that in the event of a no deal, that Scotland could have ended up a third world country. Well, I don't think this would have improved that much, but we could have hoped. And one thing I want to say, Stephen, is that if the Scottish want independence, the next time they get a referendum, which I don't think they will, by the way, but if they do, what they should do if they want independence, then let the English vote. And they'll surely get what they want.
Absolutely. Very good.
Fantastic.
So just tell me, what as you've been around a long time and you've been doing the same sort of things and you've constantly striving, what drives you to keep going? What makes you want to do new things?
Yeah, it's a great question, Stephen. I'll tell you what drives me is that my family, of course, really important. I've got a great family, a beautiful daughter, happily married with the man that Jill, my wife, we couldn't have asked for a better man to marry. Katie treats her like a princess.
Yeah.
That's
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. So doing it for my family, and also just because there are so many opportunities out there, and without a bit of entrepreneurship and a bit of wanting to do things, I could sit here and not think of things, and the thing about any idea, it's only as good as the execution. You can have as million ideas, but you've got to actually deliver something. And I've had many failures, Stephen, let me tell you.
We all do.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes you a better businessman in the end. But I just love creativity. That's where I am, and I create things. And the concept of Great British Radio, when you hear it, you'll see how different it is and why people will in the radio industry will sit up and look at it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're something. I just think that I still got so much to offer, and I don't want to sit at home and do nothing. And to be fair, even during lockdown, it's been a long 18 months, whatever it is. I'm still working. So I do celebrity video messages. And lots of celebs are doing it now because many of the celebs became part of that 3 million that have been left by Rishi Sunak. He's a Southampton fan, by the way.
Oh, okay.
He's done very little for me, me, Rishi.
And more is Boris. Yeah, absolutely. What's going on, Boris?
Yeah.
And so I'm doing these messages, and the more you put into it, it's like I use a backdrop, like you've done. Your guys, your team have put together a fantastic backdrop. So the White House is behind me. You could have just stuck me behind a brick wall like you, Stephen.
Like me, because that's where they see me. Yeah. I've got some other backdrops, but they want me behind the wall.
Your backdrop with the trendy office.
Yeah, that's right.
But your technical guys have put this brilliant White House behind me.
Yeah.
And they've taken a bit of care, a bit of thought, and a bit of work. And I think if you work hard on things, you can create it. And I'm doing more Donald Trump messages now than when he was president. It's incredible.
So Mike, your details are appearing beneath you.
Are they?
Well, we want people to contact you.
No.
So we want people to contact you because obviously you want to do a few gigs. You want them involved in what you're doing. And
do you know what I want to do more than ever, Stephen?
Go on.
Is I want to get back to the corporate world. And I've had many fantastic nights in Manchester. Working in different hotels, Midland hotels. I've done football with the stadium staff at Man City, Man United. I've sat with Sir Alex Ferguson. What a great man, by the way. What a fantastic manager Man City have got in Pep Guardiola now. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer turning it around for Man United. So I want to get
what
on
sort
those
of corporate, what do you mean by corporate work? What's the corporate
means
work?
Big company events,
You want to host that events?
I want to be back. I want to be back on stage performing as either Donald Trump or Boris. So you can see.
So there you are, guys.
I put all the gear on as Boris. I've got the funny Boris.
You've got a sample of what Mike does. He can do the job. He's not going to shut up. He's going to keep everybody entertained. So if you two feel a bit shy contacting Mike, contact me and I'll put you in touch. I think his rate's only £1 an hour. It's nothing. So
Can I just say, if you're disappointed, they'll give you your money back. I can't
there you go. That. So who says
Donald
that?
Trump
Me,
I'll tell it. The Donald Trump
act, than that.
It's the funniest thing I've ever done. If you want to go and look at the reviews, and they're not made up, they're real people. Mike Hymanson, a very good Manchester man who's raised millions and millions for Destination Florida for the children.
Okay.
Mike is the CEO of that fantastic organisation. And one of my reviews is from Mike when I came up to Manchester.
Right.
So,
right.
and the website is Donald Trump, TRUMPED, Donald Trump .tv. Have a look at the website. Check out the reviews, and as I said, if you're not happy, I'll give you your money back. That's
well, when
how
all this
and the
is
same with Boris.
well, when things go back to normal. I mean, as accounts director myself, we are going to be putting on some live events, and we'll certainly have Donald and Boris and the whole brigade working with us. No, that's a definite. As soon as we can go back to normal. Do you know what? I had some, just before all this crap started, I was going to do, we were going to put one on, and we had people actually buying tickets. There were only a few quid for charity, but we had to stop. And I'd already.
I won't stop with coronavirus. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. No, this is what did it. It's.
Let me just clarify. I'm not complaining in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Because there are people in much worse situations than I am.
Yeah.
And the people that we've lost, we mourn all of those people. So,
yes.
But my industry, just stopped and that was it. And I still don't know where we're going to get back.
No, it will. There's nice other opportunities.
Stuff like this with you, Stephen.
Thank you. Well, thanks for joining us, and thank you everybody out there for joining us. And we're putting our teeth back in.
Stephen,
so Donald's back. So
I want to finish Donald Trump because I've got a couple of things for you.
Okay.
Because as I said, I have done so much for COVID. Nobody knows more about. Nobody think about this tremendous what I know about coronavirus, and I'm going to send every one of your 1,000 clients. I think you've got, because you're huge. You're huge. What a company! Accounts Direct, my favorite company in the UK, by the way, Stephen. No one better.
That's what
I'm going to send all of your clients a COVID secure. Think about that.
Okay.
COVID secure PPE mask, and I made these, and this is the most COVID secure. No one makes them better. I'm going to show you. The COVID secure PPE mask.
You know what?
It's unbelievable.
Look
works.
At that. It works. I want one.
Stay safe. You'll get one, Stephen. And not only that, every one of your clients is going to get one of these. My new brand, the ex-presidential range. And don't forget, I was the greatest ex-president ever.
And
this is aftershave, Stephen. Every one of your clients is going to get a bottle of my aftershave.
Okay.
Here it is, and it's called Trump. Beautiful. Trump. Spread all over your body,
Brilliant.
Stephen. Everywhere.
I will.
You can smell like a Trump. Beautiful.
That's what I want.
And all your clients will be smelling of Trump. They'll be coming in the office when it's open. People will be saying, "Oh, what's that?" And you can all say, "It's Trump." Beautiful.
That's what I want. So we can wear your aftershave, we can wear the face mask, and we can drink penguin-flavoured pure water.
So good. Yeah, the wettest water.
The wettest water. The wettest water. Well, we're running out of time. I'm being signalled. Get rid of him. I mean, I'm being signalled. We're running out of time. So I'd like to thank everyone for joining us, and especially like to thank, I don't know who I'm talking to anymore, but I'd like to thank
Donald, Boris, Mike back inside, don't really matter. And I do loads more, by the way. Loads of impressions.
Mike Osman, thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Steve.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed it.
See you soon. Bye.